Welcome back, everyone, to Pontos Fathom Hobbies. This is Season 4, Episode 3 of Dune Imperium, and we are playing with the Dune Immortality expansion set. We just wrapped up round number 3. So far, we've got 2 figures sort of in the axolotl tanks here for the Bene Tleilax board with House Harkonnen. That's going to position him to maybe cash out and get one of these from the tanks cards. We also have had another Harkonnen victory in the battle, so we will go ahead and jump into our next conflict round. Before we do, quick shout out to this channel's sponsor, Pontos Fathom Press. We've got the 3-volume August Moldenhauer series, Artificial Psychology of Desiring Machines, Impedance and Admittance in Desiring Machines, Psychoanalysis of Artificial Intelligence, and the Computational Complexity in Psychiatric Agency. Go check those out in the bookstore. Helps to support the channel. If you're a Frank Herbert fan, we've also got Jungian Alchemy and Horror and Science Fiction, a couple of essays here. I mentioned past videos, we actually did a God Emperor of Dune podcast recently out on the channel. We probably got 4 or 5 Frank Herbert podcasts out there. So if you're looking for some Dune content, it's maybe a little different than everywhere else. Obviously, you can go check out our other 3 seasons of Dune Imperium. We also have seasons of Dune Gale Force 9. If you're looking to, take your Dune fandom onto the board game, this channel's for you. If you're looking to explore some ideas that maybe aren't out there, there's a lot of great people out there doing Dune content like Alt Shift and Quinn. If you guys like those guys, cool, go check them out. I'm a big fan of them as well. If you want to go check out something a little different, go check out our podcast. I just did the Ethics of Frank Herbert, using God Emperor of Dune, Lacan, and Freud. To go check that out. Okay, let's jump into round number 3. So the token goes back to Vladimir Harkonnen. We got his 5 cards selected here. We got only 4 selected. Let's go ahead and see if we can get him one more time up the Tleilax. We'll go to Hardy Warriors. He'll pay his water for that. And we'll place a token here on Imperial Basin, let's say. We can also play our token here for 1 spice that we had from last round. And we've moved this token up 1. We get 2 units for combat that we can place in here into the kitty. I did not turn over the combat card. So again, we have another victory point possible there. So let's trash this card after we use it. So fold space gets trashed. Let's move the token down now to Count Ilben Richez. Count Ilben Richez. Check out our paint through video. We've got some pretty cool minis here. This is Richez's guy. This is the Harkonnens. Got the Sardaukar. This was from the Dune Deluxe miniature set. We did a paint through of these if you want to go check those out. So let's grab a House Hagal card for and we got the Dreadnought. If this rival already has 2 Dreadnoughts, reveal another card. So we get to have a Dreadnought if we play 3. So we got our first Dreadnought on the board. So we'll pay our 3 spice, our 3 Solaris here. We can take a Dreadnought on the board. And we can also place, grab one of our cards. We have 2 spice. When you win a conflict with a Dreadnought, let's pay for this. He's going to take this detonation device and just play this one. And he pays us 3 content for that. So if he can use that Dreadnought in his combat now. Let's move it down here. Let's take it down now to Count Ariana Thorvald. Count Ariana Thorvald. Get a House Hagal card. It's again a Dreadnought. Because that's already occupied. Let's move 1 more to Erakeen. So Erakeen, she gets a spice card and gets to do a signet ring. So the spice, gain 1 spice. Well, actually, gain 1 troop here. And signet ring. The power of the signet ring does what? She gets a hidden reservoir of water for her signet ring, so she gains 1 water. And we'll move this back. Okay, the token goes back up to Vladimir Harkonnen. This token is really awesome. Look at this sandworm. It's pretty cool. Heavy. It's a heavy, like a die-cast metal, but it's fun. Very good token. So Harkonnen placing his second agent. Let's have him play the. Let's have him also play his signet ring. He'll play his signet ring as well. He will discard this. So this should have been discarded like that. Let's discard it like that, and then he will gain an intrigue card, as well as paying a Solari for an intrigue card. Paid a Solari. Okay, moving the turn down now to... Oh, I guess we have to place him anyway. We still have to place something, even though we played the signet ring. Signet ring also allows him to play... let's get up to the still suit. Let's play still suit. We'll get a water. And we'll place the agent here on Haga Basin, paying this. We'll also get 3 spice from this exchange. Actually, this has gained a spice here because it has not been played on. So let's just leave a spice on that one. I forgot to do that in the cleanup. Okay, so now we've got to get to... Oh, so we didn't place this guy. Let's place him. They went with Bene Gesserit's Secrets. The intrigue card. I can move them up. So victory point for Thorvald's. Back to Ilben Richez. Ilben Richez will go ahead with the House Hagal card and get... fold space or interstellar shipping. We'll go with fold space. They'll get a fold space card. Well, they don't really get a fold space card, but they can... I don't believe they get the fold space card, but just act it out. So fold space. Next, Thorvald Erekeen. We'll gain another troop for Thorvald. Put that in the reserve. Erekeen. And that's going to do it. I think we already got Erekeen. So actually, they got Erekeen the first round, sorry, and then this one. So she gets an additional troop to put in here. And then we just did this round instead. So that makes it fair. Okay, so that's going to do it. Let's try to resolve the combat here. We're going to have 2, 1, and 3. So we've actually got the Count Ilben Richez wins the victory point. Goes up to victory point 1. We can return all these back to their source. Harkonnen gets second place and gets 2 water from this one. And House Thorvald gets 1 water from the Secure the Imperial Basin. So... that's going to do that. Let's go ahead and return these guys to their homes. Clean up the board for this. We can also play out our cards. We get an additional 4 here, so I'm going to go ahead and grab Negotiation Withdrawn. And I'm also going to grab, I'll put that in my discard pile. I'm also going to use these 2 agents to gain... if I gain spice this turn card, this looks interesting, right? I can just up on the Spacing Guild. Okay, so that looks cool. And I believe that's just about going to do it. I'm going to move these Imperial agents off. We still have a retainer on this one, and the Dreadnought's on the board. So we got a Dreadnought in reserve here. It says also, if you win a conflict using a Dreadnought, you may return a Dreadnought to your supply to gain Oh, okay, so we can take this. So instead of gaining control of this, he's going to gain an additional... he can gain an additional victory. So right now the victory tokens sit at Harkonnen 4, Rishez 2, and Thorvald's 1. We'll see you guys in the next round. Thanks for watching. I'll replenish this track and we'll talk to you next round. Bye-bye.